Given a bell-shaped distribution with a mean of 69.6 and a standard deviation of 1.4 inches, we need to find out the proportion of the data that are between 68.2 and 71. Our mean is 69.6 and our standard deviation is 1.4. One standard deviation from the mean will be the mean plus or minus one standard deviation. So the mean is 69.6 and the standard deviation is 1.4. Therefore, we'll have 69.6 plus or minus 1.4. First, we are going to subtract 1.4 from 69.6, and then we are going to add 1.4 to 69.6. When we subtract 1.4 from 69.6, we get 68.2. When we add it, we get 71. And according to the empirical rule, within one standard deviation will lie 68% of the data. So between 68.2 and 71, we will have approximately 68% of the data. Now, they want to know between which points fall 95% of the data. According to the empirical rule, 95% of the data will fall within 2 standard deviation from the mean. It's going to be 69.6 plus or minus 2 times the standard deviation, which is 1.4. So on the left, we're going to have 69.6 minus 2 times 1.4, which is 2.8. So the answer will be 66.8. On the right, we're going to have 69.6 plus 2.8, and our answer is going to be 72.4. So 95% of the data, according to the empirical rule, will fall between 66.8 and 72.4 within 2 standard deviation from the mean. Number 10, we still have a bell-shaped distribution. The mean is 110 and the standard deviation is 5. We need to know the percent of students whose IQ fall above 120 using the empirical rule. One standard deviation from the mean is 110, is going to be 110 plus or minus 5. So if we consider the left side, it'll be 105. We subtract 5. The right side of the mean will be 115. 110 plus 5. And according to the empirical rule, roughly 68% of the data will be between those 2 points, will lie between those 2 points. Now let's go for 2 standard deviations from the mean. It's going to be the mean 110 plus or minus 2 times 5. So it's going to be 110 minus 10, which is 100. It's the left side. And the right, it'll be 110 plus 10, 120. And according to the empirical rule, 95% of the data will fall between those 2 points. Because the graph is symmetrical, then both tails are equal, and both tails will be the area, the percentage of students will be 5 divided by 2 on the left, and 5 divided by 2, 5% divided by 2 on the right. So the percentage of students above 120, whose IQ is above 120, is 5% divided by 2, which is 2.5%.